Back to the phone lines, talk to Nicholas. He's listening in El Paso, Texas on KELP. Hi, Nicholas.
Hey, Hank. I'm just trying to, I have a big question. It's been bugging me for about a week now. Anytime you go on, I play online games. I also, I'll watch videos on YouTube, look stuff on Facebook, but I notice anytime someone mentions Christ or, God, there's always people who come up and are just really rude in their comments, and they'll argue for days about it. My question is, I don't like leaving someone who says something that rude or anti-God just out there, because I feel like it just leaves this kind of validates by no one answering. How do we as Christians answer stuff like that?
Well, one of the things you do is you get a copy of New Atheism by Graham Veal, a survival guide. I mean, that's one of the reasons we made that resource available. It is to learn to deal with people who are being belligerent. Now what's happening is the new atheists are using dogmatic assertions as opposed to providing defensible arguments, what Graham Veal calls the Sneer factor. So we need to know how to deal with that, not in kind, where we become belligerents ourselves, but deal with it in gentleness and respectful manner. Recognize that people are trapped in systems, and oftentimes they don't know about the system that they're trapped in. They don't realize what the logical extension of it is. And so we should take pity on them and be kind and generous in the way that we respond to them.
Right. I do tend to feel that way about them. I kind of want to say something that would be, kind of give them a question to ask as opposed to a smear. I just wasn't sure how to do that without maybe causing them to, react with, oh my gosh, I'm going to argue to death.
What's interesting is to get them to think, if they will think, about the logical conclusion of what they've given themselves to. So if you're an atheist, if you believe that there's no such thing as God, now you're in the untenable position of having to say that nothing creates everything, that life comes from non-life, and that the life that came from non-life produces metaphysical realities. Not only that, but if you're an atheist, you are blindly determined by genetics, by brain chemistry, by physical processes, which is to say that you now have no free will whatsoever. The logical consequence of atheism as well is that if it were true, there would be no difference between right and wrong, between good and bad, and you would just be here by dumb luck. Those are the logical consequences of that belief. Now, some people bite the bullet, others don't. They obfuscate. But this is beyond a doubt what atheism portends. And so you want to be able to ask intelligent questions like, do you think you have free will, or is your life just fatalistically determined? And how does nothing produce everything? Do you really think that your life is just a function of dumb luck? These are questions that get people perhaps to think about the consequences of their values and their positions.